With us, WM Tar Distillery. It's Coach Stoops' deal. And Barry, tell us what you got going on this weekend.
Well, this weekend we have a commemorative bottle that we're releasing. It's to commemorate the UK Citrus Bowl win.
All right.
And so we're super excited. Coach is going to be there, so you can come on Saturday. You can buy a bottle, have Coach and Kash Daniels sign the bottle. Yeah.
Now we've got some interesting stuff on the bottle
here, yeah.
No, that's older than you. But first of all, you got the score on the bottle, right? You've got the monochrome thing. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so it has the it's 103 proof, and that's to commemorate the 10-3 football season we had. And then of course we've got the logo from the Citrus Bowl. They were generous enough to allow us to put the logo on the bottle.
Right.
We've got some nice chrome lettering here.
Pattern.
So this bottle is a collector item, and we're really excited. This is our award-winning whiskey. When we launched in 2020, we came out with a blend of an 8-year rye, 7-year bourbon, and it has won a platinum medal. It's won 2 gold medals, 2 silver medals, multi-award winning. The experts say this is a premium Kentucky whiskey.
And you all are rich in history in that regard too, right?
Yeah, so this is Lexington, Kentucky's first federally registered distillery. It was established in 1865. It was called the Ashland Distillery. A descendant of Henry Clay formed that company and named it after the Ashland estate. William Tarr was known as the money man of the bluegrass, and so he bought the distillery in 1871, was the most successful with the brand. And so this is really our tribute to William Tarr for these releases. We're going to be coming out with another special Kentucky bourbon later this year too.
Cash gets all the best gigs, so you're like the international brand ambassador, right?
That is my role. But fortunately enough, with Coach Stoops being involved and everything, I get to meet great guys like Barry, great guys like Adam, and just to be be on the same team as Coach Stoops again, man. I mean, that's pretty exciting.
For those of you at home, this is what bourbon can do to you. When I met Barry a few years ago, I mean, he was clean-shaven, coat and tie guy, and now he's into this bourbon, and it looks like he could be in the woods with you on a turkey hunt.
We get him in the woods with us. Ain't no doubt about that.
Yes.
So how can folks? Tell me about the bottle down on the end. That's the only bottle I know of that is older than Jim.
So this
Very few things are older than me.
No question.
And me. This is a pre-prohibition bottle. It was barreled in 1916 and it was bottled in 1931. We're fortunate enough to have been able to come across this one. A bourbon collector said they were ready to sell it, and we snagged it right up. So we're excited to have this.
Oh, it's awesome to have it. And you said it was a nice little gift. Not a gift, but you sent out word in a day.
But it looks like it's been
it.
partially consumed. That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, this is evaporation. This occurs.
That's never been opened.
It's still sealed. Never been opened. The important thing is that you see that this is not cloudy. So if it oxidizes, meaning a lot of oxygen gets into that bottle, it will oxidize and get cloudy. So we know that this one has not oxidized. And in my bourbon collection, every bottle is available to open. This one will be opened at one point.
Oh,
no
really?
kidding.
Yep.
See, that's what Jimmy says when we find bottles over there in the weather center and they're like half empty. He says it's evaporation.
Well, it's a weather term,
Right. Condensation, evaporation.
The angel share. That's what we call it.
That's it. That's exactly
the angel share.
Barry, one thing I want to ask you about. I'm sorry, Jim, but this, a lot of people have gotten into this space because bourbon has become so popular.
Yep.
But I mean, people will give you a try, but you got to give them a quality product to have the growth like you all have experienced.
Dave, what I'll tell you is everybody loves a good bourbon story, but it's what's in that bottle that's going to bring a consumer back to you and buy a second bottle and tell their friends about you. What we did when we resurrected this brand, we wanted to help bring that $9 billion a year bourbon tourism to Lexington. So we really want to partner with other Lexington businesses and make Lexington part of the bourbon trail, like the Urban Bourbon Trail, the Beeline up in northern Kentucky.
Sure.
We want to establish, maybe we'll call it the Junction Tour or something in Lexington, so that we'll establish a hub here for that bourbon tourism to come to Lexington and stay.
Wow.
I'm curious about one thing.
Yes.
We're working with Coach Stoops. I mean, does he come in like he used to come and get on Cash and go into coach mode at all?
Go and scream at the distillers?
Well, all right, so this is what I'll say. Coach is a Division I football coach. and his #1 goal is to coach the University of Kentucky football team. But he loves bourbon. He is involved as he can be in the off season. Kash, you tell us what Coach is like when he's coaching us up.
I mean, Coach Stoops, one thing I always say about him is that, he was the player's coach.
Right.
I mean, a guy that, wasn't a big rah-rah guy, not going to come in and jump you in front of everybody unless it was needed.
Right.
Now, sometimes it was needed. Now, sometimes he got to jump in.
Sometimes you would do that to other guys.
Well, sometimes I would. But, a lot of times, Coach Stoops and his leadership aspect, kind of taught me to, bring guys aside, kind of lift them up like that. But, when I get to see him out now and actually do business with him, and it's actually nice to see, another side of Coach Stoops and different things like that, and to be able, like I said, to be on the same team as him again, and be with guys like Barry and have this opportunity within the bourbon industry here in Kentucky, I think it fits me, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
It's a tailgate bourbon that is perfect no matter what time
Absolutely.
kickoff is.
Yeah.
This Saturday, here's the information: the RD1 Spirits bottle release. It's 1 to 5. Isn't it at the Rick House at Manchester?
It's in the Pepper Rick House.
Pepper Rick House,
Yeah.
that's right. So it's an $80 bottle. I'm telling you, it's worth it. You can go ahead and go online and you can pre-order, and then you can get like the Fast Pass to get it signed, right?
You can get the Fast Pass, and then you can see our brand destination. We're going to have cocktails there that we're going to feature our spirit in, and people are going to love it. It's going to be a little chilly, but it's nothing like a.
This will warm your heart up.
This will warm you up.
Well,
You can take your chips with you too and have some.
I've got some chips over
Yeah,
here.
you do.
We'll try
Thanks,
that
guys,
here.
for coming out.
Oh,
Really
thank you,
appreciate it.
brother.
Great seeing y'all.
Thank you.
We got more coming up on Everyday Kentucky here in just a few minutes.